Welcome back. So in the last video of making thermite, I ended up using some of my own homemade charcoal, and I barbecue a ton, so therefore this is going to come in handy to be able to make it myself. So let's get to it. So to start off this project, we need a big metal container that doesn't have any plastic. This is one of those metal drums that you usually get cookies or popcorn in during the holidays. And I'm going to simply drill in a 1/2-inch hole at the top of the lid, and with that, this part's done. Now if we want to use the charcoal for any type of cooking, we're going to need to first burn off all the paint. And then afterwards, I'm going to take and scrub it out and wash it out really well. So I'm going to use a dead tree branch that I dropped in our yard and cut it up with this cheap chop saw. Now if you notice, I forgot that the blade was in backwards. If you know why the blade was in backwards, let me know in the comments. So now the size of the pieces that you want to chop this up into can vary. It depends on if you want to break it up afterwards or not. If you notice, I packed the tin can in with as much as I could possibly fit. Now we just put the lid on and we take and secure it with some screws all the way around the brim. If you're wondering if you can use lumber, yes you can, as long as it's not treated and doesn't have any paint or stain. You also want to make sure that it's not a plywood or a fiber wood. So you got to get a really nice hot good fire going, and we're going to put that on top. And we're going to turn it regularly to make sure that the wood gets processed on all sides and all the way through. And if you notice, there's smoke starting to come out the front. At first that's going to be steam, but that's going to turn into a wood gas, which is called a syngas. And that's basically the wood is releasing the gas, which causes it to burn. It's kind of interesting when you realize that wood doesn't actually physically burn, it gets heated and then it releases gas that is actually what causes the fire. In the future, I'm planning on showing you guys on how to take and harvest this and repurpose it for other things. Once there's barely any gas coming out of the hole, we can take it out, and I put it hold down in case it rains. And I wetted the area around it so I can leave it overnight. As you can see, most of it turned out really well. There's a couple pieces that didn't quite get done, but I'll throw them into the next batch and finish them up. Once I lighted it up to test it out, I find that it burns really nice and hot. It doesn't last too crazy long like your briskets do, but your briskets also have a lot of fillers and additives to them, so they're not very pure. And of course, this gave me an excuse to barbecue, so I had to make sure to test out the wood, and then I tested out the 2x4s. Alright, well thank you guys for watching. If you know where this reference is from, comment below.